Hey, welcome to TYT Sports RotoWire. I'm Heather Ankeny alongside Jason Rubin joining us at the table today. Thank you.
Thank you. Two Giants fans, you got to do it.
You know?
Yeah.
That's all right. It's fine. I feel bad for you guys being Giants fans more than.
Right.
Who do you guys play this week?
The Super Bowls that we won were so painful.
I didn't watch those Super Bowls necessarily.
You watched last year's.
I did.
We play the Colts this week.
Oh, nice. Okay. Anyway, this is our Beating the Book segment, which looks like you made up some ground this week on the old Mankewicz. You went 4-1.
I did.
Right?
Been slipping, and I'm back. That's the story for this week.
Back in the New York
Groove.
I'm just there. Yeah. The only one I lost was the Lions, and that's just a despicable team, and I deserve to lose by betting on them. I mean, what a piece of garbage. I mean, they couldn't even beat the Falcons by 3.5, or it was 4, I guess.
But to be fair, it was in London.
I mean, they should be
Doesn't
able
that account for
they
something?
should be able to go to Egypt and beat the Falcons. You know, it's just a joke. All right, whatever. The rest of them were good. There's no reason to go over how I won the picks. They were just.
That shocks
You
me.
won a lot of
I
these.
feel like you like to go over things that you do well, right?
No, I mean, I won. Most of them were sound.
You
Some
won
of
a lot of them comfortably.
Yeah, some of them were
Like
comfortable.
the Patriots, the Steelers, it's some comfortable wins.
Those were comfortable. The Panthers was close, but it was kind of never in doubt. The Panthers were controlling that game.
Right.
They were getting points, so I was just hoping Cam didn't do a pick six.
How'd
at
it
the end.
been do over there? Oh,
2-3.
2-3.
Ben was 2-3, and the one head-to-head game you guys had, he won,
I
but
know.
that was not nearly enough to
His good pick
stop him from
was the
2-3.
Redskins. That was a good pick.
Right, the Redskins was a good pick. The Falcons, I mean, I think that whole game. Deadspin ran the great headline this past weekend.
What was it?
The Lions somehow fucked themselves into a win.
Well, the Lions I just don't even. I can't even think about that. I take them. And the fact that they won too. Like if I lose against the spread on a favorite, I want them to lose outright.
Right.
They deserve to be punished. So.
All right. Well, where are you going week? Where are you going week next?
So here's what we're doing. Okay. So Thursday night game. New Orleans is laying points on the road on Thursday night.
Really?
Yeah, they're 2.5-point favorites.
How is that even possible?
Because they look good against Green Bay, right?
Oh.
Right.
And so I got to take Carolina in the points, and I don't even like Carolina, but I got to take them at home. I'm also going to take San Diego at Miami. I just think the time is right to buy San Diego. They, didn't play great against Denver. Denver's obviously very tough at home.
Right.
But Miami has been a good team. But really against Jacksonville, they got dominated in the first half. I mean, I had them in Survivor, and they got 2 defensive touchdowns, and I always complain when bad luck and junk affects me.
Mm-hmm.
But I have to say, when it goes in my favor, it's great. I love it. It's fantastic. So, but I don't think, I think Miami's an okay team. I think San Diego's a good team. They're getting 2 points. I'm taking them. I don't think Miami has a big home field advantage.
They have Heather's favorite quarterback as well.
Miami?
Philip Rivers.
Yeah. Philip Rivers is good. You may not like the person, Philip Rivers, but he's a good player.
I just think that the San
Screaming
Diego
into the helmet.
Everything that I think about Philip Rivers was on display in Denver on Thursday night. It was fantastic. The screaming into the helmet was probably the
best.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway.
you like that. Okay, so so I've got actually 6. I got to pick 5.
Okay.
I'm going to take my official 5. I'm going to take Tampa Bay. This is one that I almost left out. Plus 6.5 at Cleveland. Cleveland and Oakland. Oakland was down 9-6. They were driving. They were in control. And somebody punches the ball out from McFadden. It goes flying like 10 yards right into the Browns.
Hands,
that was just such a fluke. I don't think Cleveland's any good. I think they're a doormat just like Tampa. I think, whatever that run was that they had, that's over. Tampa's desperate. They're getting 6.5. Good enough for me. Okay. The other game I'm going to take is, I want to take the Jets. I'm going to skip the Jets. The Jets are the other one I like. Everyone's crapping on the Jets. Get rid of Rex, this whole thing.
Getting 9.5?
That's when you buy.
Yeah.
Buy at the moment of maximum pessimism. Sell at the moment
Why
of
don't you
maximum
take them
optimism.
then?
Because I can only take 5, and there's
Oh.
2 others I like.
Okay.
So I'm going to leave the Jets out. I know Ben has the Jets. We'll talk about it in a
Yep.
second, so I'm a little mad because I think he's going to win that one. But whatever. Shedding the Jets is never bad. Not rooting for the Jets is never bad. I'm going to take the Patriots at home getting 3. They're very, very tough at home. Mm-hmm. They're getting points. I know Denver's the all-world best team in the league right now, but laying 3 in New England is a very heavy-duty thing to do, especially the way they're playing. I got to take New England. I know it's a little bit of a buy high, but still. That San Diego should have covered. They would have covered if Rivers didn't force that last pass that was picked. Okay, and then finally, I'm going to take the Giants, and that goes directly against one of Ben's picks. Tom Coughlin said some crazy things that you never hear him say. He's like, we're going to turn this around right now. They have the bye week. They're going to be more aggressive. I think the Colts defense was finally exposed. It is not that good. The Colts, somehow they had some weaker opponents. They caught Cincinnati at the right time, missing a lot of guys. I think this is a week where the Giants offense moves the ball no problem. Their D is actually pretty good. I'd like to see Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie healthy.
Right. And see, hopefully finally seeing the Giants try the ball downfield a little bit.
Yes.
Like they haven't done it at all.
Yeah, for sure.
That offense does, when it clicks, it works. This is obviously my fandom coming out, but
well, look, 51 is
they
the
have
number.
they have the weapons, even without Cruz. They still have the weapons to go downfield. Eli Manning can still throw the ball. Make it happen.
Yep. No,
Take a chance. Take at least 3 or 4 a game.
Dude, with 51 points, someone thinks it's going to happen.
Yeah.
It's over.
Well,
That's
yeah,
true.
and it's only a 3-point line, so that's like a 27-24.
Yeah.
The Colts are favored by 3 in the Meadowlands, but I think the Giants win this game. And I don't think I'm being a homer here. I would not pick it.
But the Giants aren't generally good at home. Isn't that sort of your...
Generally not.
They're not especially good at home, but they are good as an underdog.
Right.
And they are. I just like the setup for them is really what it is.
Underdog trumps home.
I think if the offenses are going to be dueling it out with each other, I don't think there's going to be a whole bunch of defense in this game. Andrew Luck is going to put up points every single week. So
I think the Giants D has a better chance to really get after Luck than vice versa. And I will also say that Luck has a little bit of Blake Bortles in him. He makes that crazy pick six or that throw that the defender drops every once in a while. He's going to be a great quarterback. He's a very good quarterback. He's an elite fantasy quarterback already.
Yeah, he's good.
Just as good as anybody. But
Yes.
I think he's still a little mistake prone, and I think the Giants are going to take advantage. So Giants are my last one.
All right. What's Ben got going on?
So Ben's got, if we can see him, I think I have him here too. Ben's got the Vikings -1.5. Buying, not buying low on the Vikings. It's just a matter of Teddy Bridgewater eventually coming through for this team, and they're against, who are they playing?
Redskins.
They're playing the Redskins. Colt McCoy threw some awful passes that still found the hands of the receivers. He was throwing low, he threw high, he missed his targets.
This
They
is
still
his worst
RG3
start
might
in
be back, though.
forever.
Right, but if RG3 is back, that makes a whole different story. Even so, RG3 he's like held together by duct tape. I think we've talked about this last week.
Yes.
Like there's a chance that he goes down too. I think the Redskins are still a mess. They pulled out an amazing win against the Cowboys, but I think this is the time to buy on the Vikings in Minnesota. Ben also has the Eagles. He also has the Colts, which goes against Chris, your pick for Monday Night Football. I understand as to why Ben's going to be taking the Colts. The Giants are traditionally not that great at home. I don't think they're traditionally that great off the bye either, even though Tom Coughlin's got this new found fire in him, which is great to see. I would hope more of that from our coach.
It may just mean nothing, though.
Who looks
That's
like his
often.
face is frozen once it hits the middle of November. Ben also has the You said you took the Jets, or you didn't take the Jets?
I didn't use them as an official pick, but they were
That's
my
your
sixth pick.
The Jets, I'm sure, will be in your column this week for beating the book. But New York Jets +9.5 at Kansas City. Michael Vick getting the start. Just cover the spread. That's all you need to do. And then I think Ben may be following the Chris Liss advice and taking Baltimore on Sunday night, because if any time to not pick the Steelers, this would be it. Like you said, Ben Roethlisberger, I don't think he's going to throw back-to-back 500-yard, 6-touchdown games.
No.
I do think the Steelers are a very good team. I think Baltimore is just a little bit better. And by I don't know what was really going through Ben's head for the pick, but in terms of Baltimore, it's a pick. It's a pick-em pick, and Baltimore seems to be clicking as each
Are you
week
guys
goes
back to
along.
being tied again, you and Ben?
No, Ben's
up by 1.
He's up by 1.
Right.
This is a tight race.
Well, it's a tight race.
I like it.
Yeah.
All right, good luck.